It's Eric Nagel presents the Consumer Reviews.
Hello, welcome to The Consumer. I am Eric. That is Jordan.
Hello.
And what we do on this show is what we've been doing for over a decade now, but apparently everybody on the internet now is a food critic, is a snack expert, is a mixologist?
Mixologist, yeah.
Everyone thinks they can do this stuff, and they're wrong. Actually, they're right, because everyone does do this thing. And I don't know why we continue to do this thing, because everybody hops on and goes, oh, I got it. There's this ad going around for the Lay's potato chips. Their new flavors that are out there, and one of them is this thing here. Their honey butter Lay's. Now, we've told you in the past, Lay's sucks. Lay's is terrible when it comes to their new unique flavors or blending or any of that kind of stuff. But it's some guy. He's in the kitchen, and he's just like, he's trying to be an influencer. Somehow he got a paid ad out of this thing, and he opens it up, and he's like, you know how I love honey butter. No, we don't. I don't even know who you are and how you showed up on my Facebook feed. They open it up, he eats it, and then he goes, oh, this flavor is truly iconic. And I go, right there, that line discredits anything else that this guy's going to say about anything. One, it's an ad, so he's a shill. But two, anything that's iconic, legendary, anything that over-exaggerates an emotion, a description, out. Done. It means nothing. You're not qualified to do any of this. How are you not qualified to taste food and then tell you how it is? That guy found a way.
I don't know. Some people just don't know how to describe the things that they're tasting, or they don't have the vocabulary to accurately describe how they feel about something. So you sit there and go, oh, it's good. Oh, I like it.
This isn't bad. You try to think of some adjectives, maybe some kind of colorful metaphors, something like that,
right,
to describe this thing. When they go, I am obsessed I'm living for these. I just died over these things. Fuck you and all of you people.
These Lay's are main character energy.
I don't know why I'm cursing like that. I'm getting mad at an
Asian
so
guy
early. Eating honey butter chips on the internet. That's been driving me nuts for days.
If he was a real person, you'd be vigorously commenting on all his videos, but he's not. He's just
I did, and I realized, it's an ad. They never read the comments. It's just about engagement, and that's all they're reading are the back end stats, the analytics for it.
Yeah, and you just boosted.
I know
that guy giving off honey butter vibes.
And then I stopped. I said, never again. And then it started showing up on Instagram, started showing up on Facebook, started showing up everywhere. That guy can't get away from that skinny Asian man eating honey butter chips that I'm guaranteeing they're probably terrible. Honey butter, the flavor itself, it's big in Korea. Yeah. And I believe it's a Korean flavor. And they are good if done right. But I guarantee you these are not done right because Lay's is behind it.
I don't know. Something about sweet with, I know there's sweet potatoes, but like just a normal potato chip with a sweet flavoring never really feels like it should be that. That shouldn't be a flavor combination.
Right.
I want my chips to be salty. I want my chips to be savory. See, those are words you could be using in advertising, people. You're getting this stuff for free. And it just something sweet sounds just unsettling. So
you can go as far as to say, Jordan, if I may coin a phrase, banging. These chips are banging.
Or these are fire. These chips are fire.
Well, they do love the flaming hot stuff.
They do.
And I'm glad when I always hear those stories about people, usually younger adults, teenage level, going to the hospital because they burnt off all the taste buds off their tongue, or they've ate
ulcers already.
Ulcers. They had to get their stomach pumped, something like that. When they just all they were eating are flaming hot like Takis, and drinking Baja Blast Mountain Dew.
Right.
It's like, you're poisoning yourself. It's all chemicals, and we're gonna poison ourselves here today with chemicals, but hopefully nice tasting chemicals.
But we do it for you so you don't have to.
Right. So let's get the big guns out of the way because that's what everybody's here to check out. Actually, nobody's here to check it out. I'm just going to say it that way.
What do you want?
As the kids say, Coca-Cola Oreo collab crossover mashup mix.
Oh.
So you've got the Oreo Coca-Cola cookies. Also have the Oreo Coca-Cola soda. Now, there's a third member to all of this, and like Voltron in the 80s, You had Voltron 1, which were the Lions. Voltron 2, which was the Land, Air, and Sea team. But if you bought any of those figures, you saw in the back, there was a third Voltron that never got a show and never got the toy release. They put it on the back of the box, but it never came out.
That's the third one.
The third one has come out, and there's just no way to get it and wait for us to do the show. They did an Oreo Coca-Cola Slurpee at 7-Eleven.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes,
So
I have seen it.
Try that out if you wish. One of the things I was excited about is we didn't have a schedule to do the consumer at a more convenient time. So we're a little bit behind on this because these things came out a few weeks ago. But everybody hops on. There's a new Oreo flavor, and they all have to jump online. And let me tell you about the Oreo flavor. And it's like, I don't even want to try it now because I hate all of you. But they do that, and we're like way behind. So people have already tried this. People have been asking, it's like, what does the consumer think of this? And I haven't tried it yet. But
I don't know. That guy doesn't get a good schedule going.
We're going to try it. No.
Are we going to try the cookie, or do you want to try the soda first?
Let's try the cookie first.
Okay. All right.
All right.
First thing, again, this is the biggest issue with Oreo and these collabs or whatever you want to call them is that they shrink the packaging.
Yep.
And then they charge an exorbitant amount of money. Like everybody's got Oreos on sale, but not these ones. You got to pay for the extra.
Okay.
Now I do get like almost like a soda / cinnamon smell when I open the packaging. And yeah, they have
essentially we're eating a box of Checkers.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this. Or Connect 4. Something like that. Red. Look, so the red has either the Coke logo or the bottle logo, and the brown's already Oreo.
So you got the Coca-Cola.
It smells like soda. It smells like when you open up gummy colas.
And then you got, yeah, that's the smell I was getting to, like that gummy cola flavor. Now, this one has the two different cookies. I don't think the cookies are going to taste any different. I think the cream is where you're going to get the flavor.
Yeah.
Inside the cream, they put the popping candy to simulate kind of like that effervescent soda feeling. I don't know how strong it is because they did that with the 4th of July version. So
they did it with the Sour Patch Kids ones, which I still haven't tried. They're sitting over here, but okay.
I'm not getting a lot of the popping candy. It's crunchy. The cream is. Yeah, see, I'm not getting any of that. That's weird.
I'm getting a lot of the pop stuff. I'll say this: it delivers. It's what it's supposed to be. It tastes like, I don't know if it tastes like Coca-Cola, but it tastes like a cola mixed in with all of this stuff. It tastes like gummy colas.
Mm-hmm. Almost slight cinnamon-ish flavor, but not full cinnamon.
Yeah.
Because you know how like cola always has that, especially Pepsi has kind of almost that spice to it. Mm-hmm. I think Oreo and Dr. Pepper should get in the game here. Since you've already done Coke, I think Dr. Pepper would be a really good flavor for these with the blonde cookie instead. So you're not getting a lot of the chocolate flavor.
Right.
They're okay. They're nothing special. I've had better, but Oreo is already good. So it's hard to say no.
It's not bad. If you like I'm not a big fan of the gummy cola stuff, but if you like that, you'll love this.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes less Oreo and more cola, which is great because that's what it should taste like. Let's do the soda here. Now, I've talked to people about this, and they said, I've tried the zero, and I said, I don't want to hear about it. Don't tell me. And they said, if you're going to try it, get the regular version. And I told them there is no regular version. No, we tried the zero version. We were told that we should get the regular version. Tastes
I haven't
better.
seen one.
I go, there is no regular version. Yes, there is. Who told you that? And they tell me, I go, they're lying to you, or they don't know. It is only the zero version. That's all they made, which is a rarity for them to do that. They just only made a zero version.
Not so much with the Creations brand. So when they're doing these creations, remember they do all those like specialties. Sometimes you have to order for them. Some of those ones where I got them off TikTok for us, things like that. They usually just stick to the zero sugar. You don't see double up on all these things. So with these, the only one they put out was zero sugar. They're not going to put out a regular.
No.
Because it's just too much. I mean, I'm surprised that they have bottles. I mean, I found the bottles. You found the little cans. I haven't seen them in any other bigger receptacles. No 2 liters. You're not going to get the
carbonation in that.
Yeah, it's very, very carbonated. Wow. I'm not going to lie. It just smells like Coke. I don't taste anything different. It's slightly sweeter, but that's it.
I don't either. Some people have said it tastes like vanilla Coke.
No.
I don't think... No, it tastes like if you dunked an Oreo into a Coca-Cola instead of milk. But I'm barely tasting that. Maybe I'm tasting it from eating the cookie right to this, but...
I wonder if eating it with the cookie is the better option here. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what we just did.
Yeah, I rinsed my mouth out.
Fucking amateur.
I'm a professional. It says fizzy cookie flavored. Like, I don't taste cookie. Like, if it had a slight... Yeah. Because the cream could just be vanilla. You're right. But if you want the Oreo, give it a little bit of a chocolate flavor.
Yeah, they didn't do that.
And they didn't. It just tastes like Coke to me.
Okay. It's not terrible.
It like feels reminiscent of another one we had.
It's a minor step away from Coke Zero.
Mm-hmm. I don't hate it, but I'm not going to be reaching for that over anything else.
Yeah, it's not making you seek this out. So
it's very gimmicky. And
Coke
that's
Zero,
what it's supposed to be.
Oreo, it's okay. It doesn't really stand out. It's not really anything special. All right. Before we get into some of the other stuff, I have a lot of sodas that I'm behind on that I want to catch up on that we haven't not had a chance to go over here. And these have been out for a while. And again, we just haven't had a chance to do the consumer in a while. So we're playing catch up. We have the Pepsi Lime and the Pepsi Peach. You've done these ones already.
I have.
Okay. Now, the Pepsi Lime. Look, I'm not very hopeful with Pepsi stuff. I know the lime flavored for the Diet Coke used to be very popular.
I loved it.
And then they got rid of it, and I don't know why.
I don't know. They were doing like orange and like Diet Coke. They were doing, I think, the lemon. And then they did lemon with stevia at one point. I really just liked the lime. You know, Diet Coke with lime was a great flavor. And you're right. They don't sell it anymore. Just like they don't sell Mountain Dew Code Red Zero. Unless you're in the Midwest for some reason. So I'm like, come on now.
All right. I don't like any of the Mountain Dews, as we
I know you don't.
All right, so this is Pepsi Lime. Not bad. It is what it is. I think it would be better if you just had a soda and cut some lime and put it into it.
Right. I feel like it was light on the lime flavor when I tried it. I like it could have been a little bit stronger. I'm not a huge Pepsi person.
I'm not either, but that's
I'll
not
choose
bad.
Coke over.
Yeah. All right. This is Pepsi Peach. Now, I like peach stuff. It's hard to infuse peach into soda. Coca-Cola did it for a while when they did, you know how they would sell the Mexicokes in those big tall bottles? They did a Southern peach style one summer for a little bit. They had a raspberry and they had a peach. And we all know where the raspberry went because that's Coca-Cola spiced.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
And that's a permanent flavor.
I know.
I wish they would have, by the way, they don't sell the Dr. Pepper coconut anymore.
Oh, that's right. Damn it.
I wish they made that a permanent flavor.
That would have been a good one.
Instead of strawberries and cream.
Now, I like the strawberries and cream, but it is even with the zero flavor, it is very overwhelmingly sweet.
Right.
So you can't drink a lot of it. They are coming out in January with a Dr. Pepper blackberry flavor, which sounds really interesting.
I will try that out.
Yeah. I like all that stuff.
Oof.
It's not a good sign. Which sucks because I really like peach.
It signs, I know. It kind of smells like peach, but it also smells like You know when you're walking in the produce section of a supermarket and they turn on the misters, and then you just start to smell like the basil and the cilantro and everything all mixed together?
Right.
That's kind of what it smells like. It's like I'm walking past the herb section with the misters on at a supermarket.
It's funny that you mentioned that because before the show, I had ran to the store to grab a few quick things just to make sure I had stuff for the show. And I was over in the produce section and the misters did come on right when I was about to grab cilantro because I'm going to make guacamole for the football game. And I'm sitting there going, that's such a good smell. And then you mentioned it. And I was like, it is such a good just experience to have that. Some of the stores do the little thunder and lightning to make it seem cool. But yeah, just throw those misters on and all the fresh herbs just start to smell really, really, really good.
Right.
It's such a good feeling.
Pardon me, by the way. I've been fighting a cold for days, so I'm trying to do the best I can here. All right, this is the peach.
What a good time to try something where your taste buds need to be on point while being, stuffed up and not feeling great.
All right, so when you first taste it, it quickly does taste like the herb section in the produce.
It's supposed to be peach,
produce area,
tasting basil.
But it turns to peach really quick.
Okay.
This is not bad. It's not bad at all. Again, I would drink, if somebody gave me this, I'd drink one. But this isn't something I would go back as a go-to, like a root beer or a Dr. Pepper or the coconut Dr. Pepper. That's going to be a favorite for a long, long time.
You just bummed me out by reminding me that it's not on the shelves anymore. I just, for some reason, because I drank so much of it during the summer that I stepped back from grabbing it and now it's not there. And now I'm just kind of bummed out because that was such a good flavor. Oh,
well, maybe hopefully they'll bring it back next summer.
Right. See, I was the one that actually I liked that Dr. Pepper chocolate one that they put out as like a gimmick.
Specialty one. You had to get points in order to get it. Yeah.
My thing is that even though I'm not a huge fan of Tootsie Rolls, that's what it tasted like to me. Just like liquid Tootsie Rolls, but wasn't gross. And I'm like, please make this a flavor. And they didn't. It makes me sad.
Okay, here's another one that's been out for a while that I haven't had a chance to try.
What's this?
Sprite Chill, the cherry lime.
Oh man, you are behind.
I know. There's a lot of stuff. That's why I kept saying we need to get more episodes done because I just have shelves and bags full of stuff that either people send me or I've found and we just haven't gotten to it all. My goal is to get rid of all of this so that the consumer can be more of a pop-up segment than a planned show. But all right, so this is the cherry lime. It's very white and cloudy, like the Gatorade
Alka-Seltzer.
cherry. Pop, pop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is.
Yeah, it looks like you just threw tablets in some water and it clouded your stuff up.
Okay, I'm not a Sprite fan, but I do like this.
You're more of a 7-Up person, huh?
If this was a 7-Up flavor, it would probably be fantastic.
Is it because Sprite's a little bit more like overly sweet versus
Sprite
7-Up being kind of just
syrupy taste?
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. 7-Up feels very fresh and just not overly done.
It tastes more like you're drinking club soda that has
like seltzer water,
lemon lime flavoring in it.
Right.
Sprite tastes like you're drinking a heavy syrup that they're trying to carbonate. So,
and Sprite's a Coke flavor, right? Yeah.
Yes. So Sprite cherry lime, very good. Now, I also want to point out, in full disclosure, I stopped drinking soda 3 months ago. So
this is probably hitting you hard.
My tastes have drastically changed when it comes to soda because I gave it up. Beginning of June, I was done. I haven't drank really anything soda since. So this is.
I try not to. Like I'll hit the sugar-free stuff, but I have been drinking a lot more water. I need to get into the mixers like you get, like the little powder mix, stick it in there, liquid IV type stuffs, but I just haven't pulled the trigger
for a
on
second.
doing that
I gotta
yet.
sneeze.
Let me see. What else did we get? You know what? I got a few things here. Let's see. We got, since Eric doesn't have these, I was actually going to send these to Eric, but I know he's probably not going to be into these as much. So I grabbed these and I'm going to try them here. Pringles has a new flavor. It's limited time only. It's only available at, I think, Safeway stores, Albertson, Safeway, those kinds of things before they get bought up by Kroger. So right now we got the Pringles Bourbon BBQ. Now it's got a glare on it. So we'll do those.
I'm
not a huge barbecue chip fan.
I was trying to remember if those were the ones I tried, but the ones I had were Texas brisket.
So they did a Texas brisket, and then they decided right after to do bourbon barbecue.
Gotcha.
I don't understand the need for all these variations on barbecue because most of it just tastes the same to me. So it smells like barbecue, but kind of sweet. Almost smells like a non-vinegar version of the all dressed.
I'm going to sneeze again. Go ahead.
So go sneeze. So we're going to try that. Look at that. You got a lot of flavor on these chips. These definitely taste sweet. I don't know where the bourbon is or what that's supposed to taste like. It just tastes like barbecue, but it almost tastes like the barbecue you would get on an all-dressed chip without the vinegar. And if that makes any sense, because the vinegar in an all-dress is what hits you real right away. And then you get that sweet ketchup-y barbecue flavor. These are just kind of sweet, a little bit of barbecue, but I don't know where bourbon comes in. But these aren't terrible.
Bourbon, I guess, would be like the smoky, the woody flavoring for it.
Yeah, but see, I'm not even getting much of a smoke flavor. Now, the problem with Pringles, and it's almost every Pringle I've ever had, is that you'll get a flavor off of it right away, and then as you chew it, it just becomes potato mash. Yeah.
Yep. It's all sprinkling the dust, and to what degree on each chip. So bourbon barbecue for Pringles, not worth your time.
I wouldn't. I mean, if you're a barbecue fan, maybe, but barbecue is just, it's going to taste like barbecue. So, why go out of your way? Just grab what you can. Regular Pringles with all the extra salty flavor, or even like a sour cream and chive. Those are usually the better ones. These are just gimmicky. I don't like these.
All right. Well, huck them across the room. Throw them behind you.
Oh.
Damn it.
Almost. You almost got me.
Halloween. So we got to do the Fanta Haunted Apple, which is branded into the Beetlejuice movie. And it's like an ecto green color. Hopefully it has something to do with apple because it is in the title.
What does it smell like to you?
It smells like the gift shop at Cracker Barrel during the fall.
Okay.
Where they have a lot of the any kind of fall type section of a store where you're smelling like the cinnamon brushes that they would hang on the wall. Do you have one in your room?
I do. I just bought one yesterday at Trader Joe's.
Very nice. It smells like that. It smells it's got a bit of like a candy apple smell to it as well.
Okay.
So it actually smells like if you're going to eat a candle.
So candy apple or caramel apple? Because caramel apples are the ones with the caramel.
Thank you.
And then the candy apples are the ones with the red coating. Like, does it...
Candy apple.
Okay.
Are you smelling caramel, maybe?
I think it's supposed to be caramel. Because I'll tell you the way I felt about it when I drank it. And your face is describing most of what I would say I felt too.
Okay. Yeah, it does taste like if you ate a fall scented candle. It does taste like caramel. You're right. It smelled like sweet, like I thought maybe the candy,
right?
The red candy coating for apple, but it's caramel with cinnamon. I think nutmeg's in there too. So it's it's mixing the apple and the pumpkin flavors for the fall all together. I'm tasting a lot of caramel on the back end.
Yeah, Oreo did the collaboration with Coca-Cola, so it's like an Oreo X Coke. This one is Yankee Candle X Fanta. Like, it is absolutely disgusting.
But also, to remind you, Fanta owned by the Coca-Cola Corporation.
Oh, that's true. And there's no zero flavor for that one. That's full sugar, hit you in the face kind of stuff, right? I don't remember the one I had with being zero sugar.
This over delivers.
Too much, yeah.
too much. It's exactly what it's saying and more. And look, I'm not a caramel fan, but if you like things that are heavy on the caramel, heavy on the cinnamon, heavy on the nutmeg, then this is the beverage for you.
But see, here's the thing. Here's my problem with this is that last year and then this year they brought it back is that I know as much as I don't like talking about Prime, the Prime drinks last year did something called Glowberry. And Glowberry was the exact same thing. It was caramel apple. Okay. And that was actually pretty good. They brought it back. I know there's an energy drink called Alani I see in stores now. They do one called Witch's Brew, which is the same thing, caramel apple. I don't
like a lot of these drinks don't label the flavor. They do a gimmick branding, but they don't tell you the flavor of what it's supposed to be.
Well, because Glowberry has got like glow-in-the-dark wrapper, and it's like you wouldn't know what it was until you taste it.
I posted on The Consumer. I tried Prime for the first time a while back. It was a WWE flavor.
Right.
And I'm like, I looked around. I'm like, it doesn't. I hate that these don't tell you what it is. And you
tastes
get
like
these
indictments.
You get these dumbass younger people who said it absolutely does tell you where it is. If you look in the back right there, it tells you the flavor. It's their Moon Glow, whatever. And you go,
what the hell is Moon Glow?
That doesn't tell you the flavor, you idiot. It's telling you this is the it's branded as this, but we did a special branding because I've seen on some of these shelves, Prime does tie-ins with athletes now too. Like there's a Yankee version. There's a
Patrick Mahomes one. I know I
didn't see that one, but there's another football player version. I saw the WWE version. There was a UFC version I saw.
Right.
But it tells you what the original flavor is, and when you read the original flavor, it's another branding name, not telling you what the fucking flavor is. Right. And I'm not here to blind box my beverages. I don't want to be surprised as to what it is. At least Haunted Apple tells you, all right, there's going to be some apple in there.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah, I would hope so. I'll go that far too. But they're not just saying, like I don't know, Lydia's Attic is the name of the flavor, and you go, what does that mean? Is there cedar chips? Does it taste like dust? What's going on here?
I would actually have been more happy if it would just said Beetlejuice and it was just like 2 words, and I'd be like, all right, at least it's gimmicky and fun.
It comes from one of those lower end countries where they actually like cook up bugs and pulverize them for ingredients in their meals.
Speaking of bugs,
all right, it's telling you what it is, so I can't get too mad at it.
Speaking of bugs, I'm going to do a consumer review sometime soon. Rob had posted the fall October flavors for Salt and Straw, and I've got a Salt and Straw pretty local, so I'm going to go. I'm doing the bug ice cream, and I'm going to get my kids to do it with me. So you
need to take a photo of them scooping the ice cream,
right?
A photo of the final presentation before you touch it and eat it. If it's a cone or the cup, take a photo of that, and then you eating the thing, because I know Rob loves Salt and Straw, and I didn't like it up until we went in San Diego, and I can see why people like it. Some of those flavors were fantastic. The rest of them are just gimmicky garbage, which they admit to. But they go too far with some of these things. When you're like, do you want to eat? I want the lavender. It's like
it's a cracked pepper lavender habanero.
Yeah, where it's got little tiny pieces of lavender soaps mixed into them, and you're like, who's asking for this? Who's buying this? Nobody wants this stuff.
Oh, see, look, Rob thinks I was going to try to surprise. I didn't realize that this was going to be a surprise. I mean, the surprise would have been if I would have sent this to Eric and then he tried it. So, no, but I'm definitely going to try it. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, not happy with that. All right. I think I've caught up.
The surprise is on the kids when I give it to them and they don't know what was in it.
I've caught up on the sodas.
Okay.
Let's go and try. I'm told it's iconic. The Honey Butter Lays.
All right. Honey butter Lays.
Your package looks different than mine.
Mine's a little darker.
That's weird.
Maybe it's just the lighting.
I don't know. Maybe.
Mine's been sitting out in the sun. It faded.
All right. It smells sweet.
Mine smells just like potato chips.
It smells like potato chips, but it does smell sweet.
Okay.
All right.
Yep. These are inspired by the tastes of Korea.
Yeah, I thought honey butter was a Korean flavor.
I would say you can win a vacation, but that expired yesterday, actually, 9/28.
This is disgusting.
Why it should be this sweet?
This is gross.
I don't like sweet chips. Like this sweet. This is really overly sweet.
I'll give them this. It does
Tastes
taste
like
like,
honey
I
butter.
think, what it's supposed to taste like. And Lay's is infamous for their concoctions never tasting like what they're supposed to taste like. This tastes like it so much that it's gross.
I don't like it.
This is not good at all.
I don't like it. Oh,
Nope.
no, I don't like that at all.
This is terrible. Well, this is going to the neighbors.
Oh, they still do that bit where you give them all your snacks because they want to try them?
Yep. They've asked.
Nice.
They're like, you're not doing the consumer anymore? I was like, go buy your own snacks. I said,
Cabinet's getting a little bare over here, Eric.
I have a ton of stuff. Yes, I'll get to you, but you can go buy your own. You know, some of this stuff's
funny.
not hard to find. Oh my God.
Did
that
you
was
want to
so
do the other
terrible.
taste, or do you want to try to wash this taste out with a one of
No,
these sodas?
I water rinsed. I'm good.
Meh.
All right. What's the other one?
The one I have is the Lay's Wavy Tzatziki. We both like Greek food.
Yes, we do.
I have high hopes for this.
Right.
I like that it's on a wavy chip. I'm not a huge fan of the thin Lay's chips. I like a good
Whoa,
hefty chip. Oh my God, that is strong.
Oh man, that really smells good.
I'm excited. This I'm excited about.
You're smelling the herbs. I'm smelling the cucumber. And not really the sour cream, which is great because a lot of Lay's flavors are derivatives of sour cream and onion or sour cream and cheddar.
Which is good because shouldn't be a sour. I mean, isn't tzatziki sauce more of a yogurt base?
Oh, that is true. You're right. Yeah.
But I'm looking on it. You're right, though. Sour cream is in the actual thing, so maybe sour cream holds up better as a
Chips are
binder for this.
seasoned.
Yeah, very good seasoned chip. Oh my! These are real. I like these. These almost taste like cucumber.
Okay. I'll give them points for it tasting like what it's supposed to.
I don't like this.
I don't like it.
Really?
They're okay. I wouldn't sit here
Is it
and
the
eat a bunch of
texture?
these. No, it's the flavoring. The flavoring tends to get a little sour. I rather have tzatziki sauce and just dip like vegetables and other stuff into that than this.
Now, not saying this is going to be what's causing it, but do you think that because there's a sour cream base to it, you're still feeling that effect from the vid from years ago where maybe some of those cream-based things aren't sitting well with
I think
you?
that's gone away.
Okay.
Like I said, it
'Cause those are
smells
great.
fantastic. It's okay tasting. I'd rather just have. I just
But see,
threw it across the room. I rather
As
just
far as a
have-
Lay's chip, that's great because Lay's, you're right, doesn't really do well with flavor. And they've either under-delivered or they overdo one part of the thing that make it sound gross. Those are just, I like those. Those are good for me. Those are real good.
They're okay. I'll give them that. I'm not a Lay's fan, but I'll give them that. It does taste like what it's supposed to, but other than that, not really that big a fan.
Okay.
What else do we have?
We got some more sodas.
Sodas. I want to get to a couple of these chips before we go.
Which chips you got?
Well, I never got around to these, and these have been sitting around a while.
Which ones are those?
The Lay's Rooty Tooty Fresh and Fruity from IHOP.
You want to know something really funny? Those are the ones I sent you, right?
Yeah.
They have gone away and since come back. That's how long you've had those.
Oh, wow.
Because I see them now in abundance at the Walmarts by me. So they brought them back, and I cannot wait for you to try these.
It smells fruity. It smells like pancake syrup, which is maple syrup. Or maybe not, because IHOP used to have the. I don't know if
They had
they still do.
the 4 flavors.
Yeah, there was like 4 or 5 flavors that used to sit at the end of the table.
There was strawberry, or either blueberry or boysenberry. Yeah, you got the berry one. You got a strawberry one. You had regular maple, and then like you had, I think, a pecan. Yeah, pecan. Or I know sometimes they do like a buttered one, and then like you can ask him to bring one that's like warm.
Yeah, this smells very fruity. All right, I'm not used to red on a potato chip unless it's me avoiding a flaming hot chip.
Yep. Now, for those of you listening, Eric, it looks like someone just punched him right in the face the second he bit into that chip. You ever see the episode of The Simpsons where they're taking a bite of the lemons from the sacred lemon tree and their face is imploding on themselves? That's the face you made. Your face just sunk in for a minute. Oh, and he went in for another one. You're going in for a second and possibly third chip. I will tell you, when I tried these, I absolutely hated them. I think they were disgusting. I couldn't place the flavor right away. I don't like it. And it's the same as the honey butter. I just think the flavor doesn't belong on a potato chip. Those were gross. I love that.
They are. It's a potato chip covered in strawberry syrup.
Mm-hmm. Gross. I'm so happy you finally got to them.
No. Wow.
I wanted to tell you about those so bad.
Wow, those were terrible.
I almost wanted to tell you don't eat them, but that's no fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are gross.
Let's get to these. Kettle brand chips.
Mm-hmm.
They're tailgate edition.
Ooh.
Spicy pimento cheese.
Okay. I wonder if those are around anymore. Those sounds kind of good.
Well, they should be around. They're tailgate edition, and football's only like 4 weeks old, so...
It's true.
Opened up the bag a little bit more than I should have. Yeah, it smells like pimento.
See, I don't know... So last year, Chick-fil-A put out a pimento chicken sandwich.
Oh, no!
I didn't realize what pimento was. I've never had pimento outside of that sandwich. So
I just crushed them all into the carpet.
Damn. This is how we get ants.
What were you saying? I'm sorry?
No, it's just I don't know what pimento... I've never had pimento cheese on its own. I don't know what it smells like. I had it on a Chick-fil-A sandwich last year when they brought out that
you don't eat
honey
olives,
pimento.
right.
I don't eat olives, no.
Pimento's the little red stuff in green olives.
Interesting. So is it a pepper? Is it a...
Yeah, it's a kind of a pepper.
Okay, so it's like a pepper cheese. All right, that makes sense. You're just batting 1,000 with these chips. I'm telling you, you got to isolate one of your faces on some of these chips, and that's the show like logo when you put this up later. Just you look like you're in pain.
Okay, no, these are very spicy.
Okay,
either that or the chip was just heavily concentrated with the seasoning on it.
I gotta look up to see where they're at because I want to try those.
I don't taste any cheese, but I'm tasting all the pimento.
Okay.
And a lot of spice to it. I will say, these are fantastic.
Your face honestly would not have made me think that you'd like these at all.
Oh, it's still burning.
That much, huh?
It's still burning.
Where did you get those? Like your local grocery store, or was these? Because I know like sometimes Target carries some that don't go out to other locations and things like that. So everywhere's different.
Yeah. Yeah, I found these in the supermarkets.
Okay.
You can find them in what's out by you, Kroger.
Yeah, Kroger.
I'm sure you find them in a
Kroger set
or something like that.
Okay. I need to try that.
Yeah, I don't taste any cheese, but these were good. Again, the Kettle brand spicy pimento cheese. I couldn't eat many of these, but they are exactly what they're supposed to be and more.
I was gonna say, I know you ripped into those pretty bad, but if you could seal that up really well, if I can't find those, don't give those to your neighbor.
Send a bag for you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because that sounds really good.
Wow. Yeah, those were very spicy. Like, not spicy in the sense of like the flaming hot where it's hot.
Just
because it's a
chemical burn?
I'm still tasting pimento.
Like a lingering taste.
And that's great. Like if you ever bite into a jalapeno or habanero, right?
Mm-hmm.
You eat it and you're like, oh my God, because the spice level from the seeds and what have you, you clear it out. You still are tasting it for a while. And that's what I'm tasting. I'm still tasting pepper. So good on them.
That's
good on
exciting.
Kettle Brand.
Yeah, because a lot of the time they just don't do that kind of stuff.
All right.
And they might be local. I'm looking at the brand tracker, and yeah, Safeway or Fry's might have it, which is Kroger. So I'll keep a lookout, and if I don't find them, I'm gonna tap you to find those for me because that sounds really good. I like a good spicy chip.
This snack here, rolled gold pretzels. You're familiar with them?
I do love rolled gold.
Has new flavorings that came out.
Okay.
One is a zesty ranch, which everyone knows a ranch. 2 is a garlic parmesan flavor.
Ooh, that sounds good.
And the third one, dill pickle.
It's the summer pickles, man. Like everything's coming out with a dill pickle flavor. I just saw that there's a ranch dill pickle combination Doritos that I think is only available on the East Coast at Food Lion. So I may try to tap some friends here to try to get me a bag of those to see what those taste like.
Yeah, send me a photo of it and I'll see if I can find them for you.
Do you have Food Lion out there? Because I think it's like literally that store only.
I can look around. Food Lion is like one of those lower income supermarkets. So
gotcha.
I can find them like a Key Food or something. Okay, so you open it up. It smells like pickles. Now, this seems to be the thing. Remember Dots pretzels?
Yeah.
So Dots came out with these little twists, like everyone has the twist, but the most places did with twists were either they were heavily salted or they were butter flavor, right? Mm-hmm. Dots came out with their own line of seasonings with their pretzels, and it was a unique seasoning, and they blew up. And like Target carries them now nationally. They have their honey whole wheat stuff. They have a mustard one. They have like those spicy cheese doodle ones that they put out too. So once Dots showed that, you can do the seasonings for these little twists, Snyder quickly picked it up. And
I was going to say, I'm a Snyder guy, so I like the Snyder twists.
But Rolls Gold had the dill pickle.
Okay.
Smells fantastic. Your regular twist pretzels.
Yeah, the ones I'm looking for, it's Lay's, so that actually doesn't really help me. But Roaring Ranch and Fried Pickle, and it's only available at the Food Lion. So
okay,
I'll send you a picture of what it looks like. I know, like I said, pickles have been a big thing. Ranch is starting to get put on. I know that Blue Diamond almonds, they just came out with a new ranch. I think a pickle ranch flavor or a ranch flavor. I saw them in the store the other day. I didn't grab them because I was just trying to get in and get out, but I think I'm going to go back and try to grab those as well.
I like Blue Diamond almonds, but some of their flavors are too much for the almond.
They have a blueberry one that I tried. I was like, that doesn't belong on there. But
I was
then they
excited
have a honey butter.
They have a steakhouse one. And I remember years ago I was excited to try that, and it just was too much. Like, it was really overpowering. Their salt and vinegar ones are really good.
I have a can of them downstairs. Yeah, they're really
fantastic. Good. Okay. The dill pickle, Roll Gold Selects. These are great.
Not overdone, because I know sometimes you can overdo the dill and it becomes just where you like one or two are good, and then after that you can't really eat a bunch. Which, I mean, it's probably a good thing, but
it tastes, not only does it have the dill, but it tastes like there's pickle brine on it.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
They have
here's what's unfortunate about them. They're made by Frito-Lay.
Yeah.
But they're not Lay's, so I guess that's
light on the flavor.
No, they're not at all.
That's good. I have my Costco membership. I just recently got a Sam's Club membership, which is like the Walmart big box store.
Yeah.
But they have these frozen chicken tenders that have the almost exact same flavor profile as a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich, and it has the pickle brine built into it, so they taste like pickle, but they're chicken. So you throw them in the air fryer, you get them, they're fantastic.
Oh,
I'll send you a picture of those and try to get you, if you got those out there, get them.
All right. Whoa, super chat.
Look at that.
Mason K, 556. How do you even work that? Summer of Pickles could be the show title. That's not a bad
Summer
idea.
Pickles.
That means I have to pay Jordan for that too. Jesus, thanks, Mason. Well, that's going to pay Jordan for his title idea.
There you go.
Last two things before we finish off with the sodas, because it's Halloween season.
I was gonna say you'll do cereal, I'll do cereal too, because I've got.
What cereal do you have?
Oh, I got Kelce Mix.
Oh yeah, I've been meaning to pick that up, and I didn't get a chance to do that.
I found it this morning. I got super excited. I bought 3 boxes. I told the kids they can't touch it until I get to try it.
Okay.
So
we got to run through this because you got to run, right?
Yeah. Well, the only reason I want to run is the actual Chiefs football game just started about 5 minutes ago. So
you're not missing much. Okay.
We're not. Shut up.
All right. So
You're
you
done.
have that. I have the new Wednesday cereal. Well, it's not new. It's been in Canada for like a year, but it finally came down to the United States.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try that. And then the newest from the Monster cereals, because they didn't bring back Fruit Brute
almost
and
grabbed
Yummy
that
Mummy this year because they had to add a girl. Carmella Creeper.
Do we know for sure the Fruit Brute is a male? Come on. We're just assuming now.
They identify as a
The only way you know this one's a female is because she has a really cool ponytail.
I guess so.
That's funny.
I guess so. But they also make a Monster Mix version.
I saw that.
I don't know what took them so fucking long, considering the cereal's like 50 years old.
Yeah.
That they didn't say, oh, here's a brand. It's like the Kelce mix that you have right there. It's 3 cereals mixed together by the same company. All the Monster cereals, same company, General Mills, right? Yeah, General
I believe
Mills.
so, yeah.
And then like, oh, get the Monster Mix. It has Count Chocula, Frankenberry, and Boo Berry mixed together. Oh, like kids have been doing since the beginning of Saturday mornings, mixing cereals together. And now they're like, oh, let's try to mix it all together now when you're 40 years too late.
Well, that was what was frustrating about when Reese's Puffs first hit the market. I'm sitting there going, I've been mixing my peanut butter Captain Crunch and Cocoa Puffs for ages, trying to simulate that same exact thing. And then they make a cereal and making millions off of it. So I actually got milk. I'm going to eat this with milk.
Are you really?
Yeah.
What are the 3 flavors? It's Reese's
So there are 3
Pieces.
flavors. Is Reese's Puffs, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and Lucky Charms, all in one cereal. You got a nice, funny little character on the back. You got all the little mascots. I think this is actually smart.
I know they're your boys, but are you a little tired of them being everywhere?
It is kind of, I mean, it's the same thing with, I love my Chiefs, but seeing Patrick Mahomes in everything is actually kind of getting annoying.
Because it's not Travis Kelce? I get
just play football. Yeah. You know me, like the white guys. I think what's good about this, and I'm going to tilt this in. I put that in just a cup full of milk. It's just all the stuff in there. It's all brown. You get some of the marshmallows from the
Lucky Charms.
The Lucky Charms, but you also get the oat part of the cereal. You get the Cinnamon Toast Crunch and the Reese's Puff. I think they were smart not putting like one of those heavily fruit flavored cereals like a Trix or anything like that. I think they were smart sticking with more like the savory, like cinnamon and things like that.
Right.
It's going to be interesting. Let me see. I'm going to try to get a good mix of all the different things in here. I mean, I don't hate it. I think the Reese's Puffs with the peanut butter flavor kind of overpower some of the other flavors, but then you get a little bit of that cinnamon in it. It's not bad. This is clearly gimmicky. There's no chance this ever comes into my house again. But for what it was, and the fact that I didn't pay full price, it's not terrible.
Well,
I just don't get how you're like a football player and you're like, hey, I'm trying to promote, eating healthy, and then you throw 3 cereals together. But hey, do your thing. I want more. I want more of the marshmallows. That's not terrible.
Well, I'm glad you like that glop.
I don't really do a lot of sugary cereals.
Essentially, all that is if you were at a hotel that had like a continental breakfast, or if you were in college and you went to the dining hall and you just hit the lever to dispense every one of the cereals into your bowl.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing.
This is essentially putting all the sodas into one, doing like the jungle mix. This is it.
So you recommend people getting that?
It's not bad. I mean, if you want to try it, but I mean, this is not going to last. It's just clearly just a gimmicky, capitalizing on how popular these guys are.
I want to tell you something I noticed on the Carmella Creeper cereal here. The amount of disclaimers that are on this box, meaning that they've had legal issues in the past for these to be here. Enlarged to show detail. So they enlarged the cereal to show you what it looks like. So that means people were suing them or complaining that the cereal, the size on the box is not the size that's in the bag, which get over yourself. Not the company, but people complaining about that. Then also, marshmallow shapes and colors may vary. So that means somebody was complaining, hey, the marshmallows don't look exactly like the marshmallows that are on the box here.
Yeah, because sometimes they get a little disformed or they may not have the coloration the right way.
Yeah. Artificial caramel apple flavored sweetened cereal with monster marshmallows.
Ooh, you can eat it with the Fanta. Just mix it together.
It smells exactly. No, you're right. I could just pour this into this.
Yeah, that's your liquid base.
Okay, so the cereal is pretty much this neon green, like the little ghosts, animals, whatever.
Like you with soda, I had stopped eating like really sugary cereals like a long time ago. I tend to stick to like whatever, like the peach Oreo, like the peach Cheerios or pumpkin spice Cheerios. Like I do the gimmicky flavors of Cheerios, but I like a good just regular Cheerios. I don't do the Reese's Puffs anymore. I don't do the Lucky Charms. These flavors are very overwhelming. Like just they hit you in the face with that sugar content.
I can see why they have the disclaimer that the colors and sizes may vary for the marshmallows. Because look at the marshmallows on the box.
Right.
Ready? Look at the marshmallow here.
Well, yeah, they're basically dehydrated marshmallows. I mean, they'll puff up a little bit when you add the liquid, but not enough to accurately represent what's on there. And I noticed on that box, and I didn't notice if they do it on the other boxes, there is like a clear little window near the cereal on that box that shows the inside of that box. Did I see that right?
The what?
On the front of the box, there's like a little clear window showing what the cereal looks like.
No. Nope.
What's she holding in her hand?
She's holding a marshmallow.
Oh, I thought that looked like a little clear, like almost like they cut a little clear film so you could see what it looked like. Very odd. Were you ever into like the other monster cereals?
I used to like the Frankenberry and the Boo Berry.
I like those too.
I used to like those a lot. But then again, after the late 80s, everything changed involving processing and sugar.
Yeah.
And everything turned to shit. So, because they stopped using real sugar for everything. This is not good.
Now, would it be different if you added milk? Like, what did you think it'd unlock a different flavor profile?
I don't know.
I don't
know. I just imagine this with milk, caramel, apple, and milk. Ugh, complete waste.
Now open it and throw that one behind you.
You gave me an idea for a video, and I'll tell you about it later. All right, and final cereal, Wednesday Addams Cookies and Cream. It's a black and white cereal. So it's black cereal, white marshmallows, and will turn your milk black. Pretty good.
See, when I originally saw that, I saw it at my local Safeway, and it was almost $8 a box. So when you told me you got it for like less than $4 or $5, I was actually kind of jealous. I'm like, okay, good for you, because I wasn't ready to spend $8 to send that out to you.
Right. Travis in the chat there, the original Boo Berry was the best. Yes, it was.
It was good.
And I'm talking like early to mid 80s eating those things. Okay, open this up. It smells really weird.
It doesn't have like a distinct chocolate or vanilla smell to it. It just smells like a cardboard oat, like Cheerios smells like.
doesn't.
Maybe you got one of the boxes from Canada.
Maybe. Okay. So I can tell, does Kellogg's make Cocoa Puffs?
I believe so. Or Post. No. Yeah, it might be Post.
Look
Post
it up real
Cocoa
quick.
Puff. Yeah.
Look it up if you could. Because here's what I've noticed. So these black pieces are really just Cocoa Puffs covered in something else.
So Kellogg's made Cocoa Pops. And then Cocoa Puffs, I believe, is Post. So let me double check that. General Mills. General Mills is Cocoa Puffs with
okay.
Sonny the bird.
Because these look like Cocoa Puffs that are covered in something else.
Okay.
All the marshmallows are shaped as coffins.
Ooh, get it? Because she's gothy.
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird because Kellogg's is the one that makes Wednesday cereal.
Yeah. All right, here's something interesting. It has a little bit of a cookie flavor.
Okay.
But as you're eating it, it turns to taste like it's burnt. So
That's
I'm wondering
weird.
if that's the intention they were going for.
That would be gross because I hate anything burnt. Like if I bit into that, started tasting cookie, and then all of a sudden I tasted like, it was, overly Cajun. No, thank you. I don't like anything burnt. I don't like the hint of burnt. That sounds gross.
Yeah, it tastes like it's burnt.
Ugh. Yeah, I think that'll be a pass for me.
I'll save the box, but I think I'll just throw the cereal out in the park. Let the animals deal with it.
You take your kid out and you're just like tossing it out like bird feed and just let her run around collecting.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Anyway, Wednesday cereal. I had higher hopes for it. I was hoping it would take like taste like a Cookie Crisp or something. But alas, it does not. All right, let's wrap this thing up. We have a couple more sodas that we can try.
Yes, sir.
What do you got?
Well, you and I have both seen a lot of these sodas pop up, these prebiotic, supposed to be good for your gut health type sodas.
Not prebiotic.
Really? Read it.
Yeah.
Prebiotic.
Probiotic.
Pro. There's two different kinds.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Haha. We're both right. All right, so since it's let's try prebiotic.
Ever since Jamie Lee Curtis started putting out yogurt that makes you poop, now everyone's like, "Oh, we got to get our products need to make people shit more." So that's what we got to do.
Well, that's funny because the first one we're going to try is the Poppy.
We can't call it that. So what do we say? What term do we use? How about increases gut health? All right, yes, let's go for that.
Like all the stuff in your stomach needs to taste.
All these are diuretics.
Pretty much. So the first diuretic soda we're going to try.
The diuretic.
So yeah, we got.
You'll remember the love. Yeah.
No fake stuff. Prebiotics for your gut infused with apple cider vinegar. We're going to try the Poppy brand Coca-Cola first, or Cherry Cola, excuse me. We got Cherry Cola, and then we'll try the other Poppy too. Yes.
Okay.
We got that. I've never tried any of these brands before.
No carbonation. That's not a good sign.
It smells actually really good. It smells like a lot of cherry.
It smells like
I think it smells like cherry Coke.
It smells like cherry Coke used to taste like. Remember when it was maraschino cherry flavoring?
Right.
That is good.
It feels off from the normal
it's not
sodas.
Carbonated.
The carbonation is very low, and I think it's because it really doesn't have a lot of the sucralose or the aspartame or any of those other sugar substitutes, and it's got.
I think if this
5
was
grams
in the
of
fridge
sugar,
more, and it was because I like soda cold.
Me too.
If this was cold from the fridge, I think this would be very much improved.
You know why this tastes good? It's got two different sources of sugar. One of them's agave inulin.
Okay.
Which gives it a little. It pumps the sugar content up a little bit, but it gives you that taste of sugar. And then they make it with organic cane sugar, so there's no corn syrup or anything like that. That's why this tastes
sugar and everything
good. Tastes like a Mexican Coke.
That for decades, that argument about sugar's terrible for you. Sugar's whatever. We got to use aspartame. You got to use high fructose corn syrup because it's just cheaper to produce and it works just like syrup, regular sugar. No, regular sugar, people weren't getting as diabetic as they are now since all that switched over and getting so obese from these artificial sweeteners. If you go back to basic sugar, your body knows how to regulate that. It doesn't know how to regulate all this other shit. Man, which is why when you can get a Mexicoke, an ice cold Mexicoke, yeah, it might be another $1 or something more, but it's worth it because it's better than regular soda.
Do you get those Mexicokes near you? I know, like with Giddles, he can just go down the bodegas and get them. I don't know what they carry over you.
They're sold in 4-packs.
Okay, because we also have the Mexican version of Dr. Peppers out here.
Yeah, those
I can try to send you some. I just didn't know if you can get them.
The Mexicokes are available everywhere.
Right.
The Sprite sometimes shows up. The Mexican Sprite. Mm-hmm. There's Mexican Fantas too. Like
I have the orange ones. Yeah.
But then when you get the Dr. Pepper is usually harder to find.
I have them at my local gas station, like right down the street. Next time I'm in there, I'll grab a few and send them your way.
Don't mail me bottles. That's not going to be.
No, it's going to be great.
No, it's not. It's gonna be
and just the bottles in the biggest box possible, so they rattle around a lot.
Travis in the chat saying 24 Mexican Cokes at Sam's Club is now $38. That's not bad.
It's not too bad. Do you want to stick with the same brand and move over to orange?
Which brand is this? Poppy Cherry Coke.
I like it.
I give it a plus. This is fantastic.
What I don't like is the price point on these things. These are usually like around $2.50 per. So I got them on sale for $2 each because it was like 2 for $4. But even then, you're spending $2.50 for a can of Coke, which at most should be $1.
Okay. Now, we're only doing the flavors that I know you have because I have other flavors and stuff too.
We can save those, and I'll go get those flavors too, and we can do a liquid show.
Sorry.
Let's stick with the same brand. Let's do the Poppy Orange.
Orange?
Which actually has less sugar than the Cherry Cola. So I'm always like expecting it to blow up in your face. You're like,
smells like an Orange Crush.
Oh, that does smell like an Orange Crush.
Doesn't taste like an Orange Crush, but
it's very muted. But I like it.
It's okay.
I like the Coke better.
I like the Cherry Cola better. This is okay.
It's not too bad. Yeah, Cherry Cola is definitely the better flavor of the two Poppy brand.
If you could get either of these flavors, or these brands, I should say, in a pure cane sugar form, would you get Orange Crush or would you get Sunkissed?
Probably Sunkissed because they did the Sunkissed Zeros and those were good.
They are good, but I'm talking about back in the day when I was a kid. My older brother loved Sunkissed, so he was drinking the orange soda, and that was still when they were making regular sodas with.
I think that's what sugar. I grew up on, so I would probably stick with that.
I think so too. Not knocking Orange Crush because it is also fantastic, but I think it was based on what region you were in where you got them. I grew up on the original orange Sunkissed soda.
That's how I was.
If I could find that as a regular cane sugar soda, I'd be buying that too.
Oh, 100%.
But
it's delicious.
Sunkissed, I think, is distributed or owned by the Dr. The Dr. Pepper 7-Up company, whatever.
Yeah, it's whoever has 7-Up. Yeah.
So whenever 7-Up goes on sale, I used to get the 7-Up Zero, the Cherry 7-Up Zero,
so good,
and the Sunkissed Zero. All amazing. There's a new 7-Up coming for the holidays.
Yeah.
Which I don't know, again, why it took so long for them to try to manufacture this, because it's been around. I think that drink's been around 100 years, this version. They're doing Shirley Temple 7-Up, which is grenadine and 7-Up. Why did they never do this before? But now it's finally coming out in time for the holidays. So
I think they're actually...
a bottle of that to try.
Yeah, let me see. No, I lost the article. Apparently, it's what is it? Grenadine, like you said. Yeah. But then there's like another one. I think they're adding a little bit of ginger to it, so it's going to be like that version.
Ginger ale, Shirley Temple kind of thing.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
So. But okay, so the last soda we'll do in these gut healthy soda type things. This one is a probiotic. So we just learned that there's a prebiotic. That was the Poppy brand has prebiotic. And maybe we're going to, by drinking these, they're going to fight and we're going to have problems with our stomachs. But this one's a probiotic, fizzy and gutsy, culture pop soda, wild berries, and lime.
Yes, I have that.
So we're doing that one
too.
So we're going to do that. This one is fizzy, juicy, fruity, savory, gutsy soda. I hate the marketing on all these things. They're very annoying. This is a non-GMO, plant-based, and vegan. So if you're one of those people that can't stop making it about yourself and your diet, this might be the soda for you.
Well, fruit juices are vegan, but
oh my gosh,
just having
smell
the
that
already turns you off.
It smells like a fruit version of candy.
Yeah, it smells like
what is that smell?
I don't know what that smells.
There's a candy that smells like this, like a Laffy. No, it's not a Laffy Taffy. What is this?
Something blueberry or grape.
It smells like raspberry, blueberry.
Could be raspberry too.
Oh, okay. Well, it smells good. Very tart, but not like overly tart, but not sweet. It's got a little bit more fizz than the Poppy. But that's a very heavy raspberry soda. I don't hate it. I would choose the other over this.
There's no fizzy. It says fizzy, juicy, fruity, savory, gutsy. It's not overly juicy. And it's not fizzy at all.
Mine's more fizzy than the other ones were.
Mine isn't, so maybe this is old. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I like the other one better.
I don't like this one either.
I definitely like the other one better.
On the pop culture soda, or culture pop soda, however they're pronouncing it. This,
I think
wild berries and lime is not good.
I'm getting more of the berries. Like I'm not getting any of that lime flavor.
Right.
Well, Poppy, I'm interested to try some of the other flavors. I'm not going to try go after that culture pop stuff. You had sent a couple of those things, and I'm thinking I'm going to have to go to a different store to find some of those brands. But now that I've tried these, I kind of want to try some of the other ones.
Right.
So,
well, we've got plenty of other snacks that we still haven't gotten to. I have the new cheddar cheese Doritos, and I have few other things that I'm forgetting. Oh, I have all those meat snacks too. The Johnsonville summer sausage sticks, and there's a lot to get to.
What I might do, since we're doing this from here, because with my the other show that is dead, we used to just be in the same room, so it was harder.
Other show.
It was so hard to do things that were prepared, because now I'm at home, I could do this. Mm-hmm. Jack Link's. The meat stick brand, the jerky brand,
yeah,
they've made canned chili. So I think I might try to grab a couple of those, heat them up, and then we could do them on a consumer show and see if they're good or not. But if you want to eat year-old Wendy's and chili, you're more than welcome to do that as well. You do it with the Skyline. Yeah, I think now you just need to start somewhere. Gittles is like, ugh. Doesn't even know why.
Like intestines liquefying.
I'm telling you, you just need to collect full chili cans that you'll never eat. Just display them. just shake them every now and then.
Do that.
But yeah, I want to try the Jack Link stuff.
Molly in the chat saying, if you have not already, you should try Tim Tams, a very popular Australian chocolate biscuit. We have for many, many years. We tried them when we were still doing this on the satellite show. Tim Tams are fantastic.
You can get them. I mean, they're not hard to obtain here in the States. You can go to any world market and grab some Tim Tams.
Walmart's got them too.
Does Walmart have them? Okay.
Walmart, or they used to have them. I remember seeing them there. They only had like 1 or 2 flavors of Tim Tams, but they had them on the shelves.
I know, like my local Kroger does have like a, anything that's not American is the international aisle.
Right.
You've got your Indian food, your Mexican food, but they also have a small section of British food. So you can get the British brown sauce, which is, weird looking. And I think they have their version of their biscuits and stuff like that. I'm sure they carry Tim Tams there as well. I like them. They're not bad. I just don't know if the world market ones are imported or if they're like a made here with their label and we get the really shitty version. But, I do like international chocolate and stuff better because Hershey sucks. Hershey's just is not good chocolate. Anything overseas, they don't load it full of sugar, so it's a different flavor profile, and I tend to like it a lot better. So,
fantastic. All right, we do need to get out of here, so we're going to do the quick plugs there for Jordan. If you want to follow him on Instagram and on Twitter, his handles are right there. Jinxed Ronan on the Instagram, and then he has to add a 79 because 69 was taken over on Twitter, so Jinxed Ronan 79.
I think I think I originally had an account and then it screwed up. So I can't get Jinxed Ronan back, so I had to add something on there. So
we'll have to talk to Elon. He's been helping people out. If you haven't been noticing in the last couple of years, I'll have to.
No, that's my Twitch, not Twitter. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Isn't that Twitter or is that Twitch?
I think it's Twitch. Maybe it's Twitter. I don't know. Find me on Twitch.
Well, I didn't put that. All right, ignore that. Jinx Ronan on Twitter and on Instagram. His Twitch, maybe he does some things now and then.
I'm going to start doing more games.
For me, it's Eric Nagel across the board on all the social medias, but more importantly, the consumer on Instagram, and all the videos and live streams can be found on It's Eric Nagel on YouTube. Be part of that. Go subscribe now. Now! Go do it!
We'll wait.